20 years ago, I couldn't have imagined where we are today.
GIS is evolving faster now than I think I've ever seen it.
As we work every day to support our customers, we have the opportunity to see a variety of trends.
It's really exciting to see how imagery has evolved. There are a number of large organizations collecting huge numbers of images, amassing these incredible volumes of data. An aspect that's coming up is how users are letting the AI do that extraction of the information.
And that brings to mind Kuwait. They were digitizing manually. Then by the time they were done with the country, they had to redo the process given the rapid rate at which change was occurring. And that is really where AI is coming into the picture. It took us half an hour to process the entire country.
I have never seen such excitement about spatial analysis, of why analysis is going to play such a critical role in what the future is going to look like.
I think one of the most important trends today is the move that people are making to these enterprise-level systems. Weaving GIS into the enterprise infrastructure, that tells me our community is making GIS a mission-critical system.
There's a lot of really innovative work going on today in organizations building out their geospatial infrastructure. You have multiple organizations reproducing the same types of data sets. So bringing that into a single system that's shared for all is really the heart of what a spatial data infrastructure is about.
Our typical GIS customers are adapting to 3D. Hong Kong is a big example where they bring in building information from the AEC sector. They are using this for indoor modeling activities within their digital twin of a whole city. So from large scale down to the space inside of a building.
Our users are doing amazing things. I've called it a revolution before. This ecosystem opening up, seeing everybody harness the power of GIS and apply it to spaces indoors where most of us spend 70% of our lives.
There's a lot of opportunity around resilience, climate, sustainability that companies are looking to GIS to help support as they figure out their strategy and their response.
We're starting to see different patterns of how to use geospatial capabilities to advance things like justice, diversity, equity, inclusion, belonging, and access.
Our community is so good at being innovative, about applying our tools in new ways that have never been done. Because that's our hope, is that we come up with creative ideas for how to apply the tools that we have. And that's how we're going to create the change and be part of solutions.
We've got this community of thousands and thousands of geographic geeks, map geeks, and they're pooling their ideas and they're encouraging each other and making things better. And it's got this cascading effect. I love it.
Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome back. Hopefully everybody is full and has had a great lunch. My name is Jeff Rashid. I'm the Director of Infrastructure at Esri, and it's my honor to kick off this afternoon session. I was telling somebody at lunch, in the United States, it's not normal to sell beer at lunch, but I'm not upset about it. Actually, I think it makes lunch a lot more enjoyable. So it's great to be here with you all. And first of all, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to all of you for being our customers, believing in us and the technology that we make. Also, a lot of thanks to our good friends at ARCDATA and allowing me to come here and share some information with you. For the next 20 minutes or so, maybe 15 minutes, I'm going to give us a little bit of an update on what's going on with technology, some of the material that was shared at our user conference. But before I get into that, I think it's worth us just thinking about all the challenges that are going on. And it's a very different time, right? It's a very interesting place with everything that's happening, whether that's climate change, social unrest, effects on biodiversity. And in looking at the video that kicked off this session, I couldn't help but think the importance of your work and the importance of all of our work in the application of geography and GIS, or as we would call the geographic approach, right? And it's a very unique way of seeing things, right? It's a way to bring together a multidisciplinary approach, to collaborate, to see how things integrate, how things relate in a much more holistic way. And it's a very unique way of thinking, as we know, but it creates a common understanding. It creates an understanding that no other technology, in my belief, can provide. I don't care if it's work management or ERP systems. GIS just has a unique way of telling a very compelling story. And I want to thank you for being here, because it's an important time that we apply this technology to solve real business problems. Now, the technology is advancing quite rapidly across a lot of areas. And what I'm going to do today is just touch on a few of the projects that we have going on and share some of the work that's happening coming out of our development team. So there's work going on in 3D, there's work going on in web mapping and geodesign, analytics, and et cetera. And what I say, so why is that important? How many of you have heard of this notion of a digital twin, right? The digital twin is now an emerging subject at a very high rate of speed. And I have to believe that GIS and the work that you're doing essentially gives us the baseline of all things that are digital twins. And it's not going to matter if we can see it schematically if we can't see it geographically. So our work is happening across multiple areas. And those areas are generally designed to create ArcGIS as a comprehensive system. And that system is designed to support multiple users in core GIS, in analytics, in imagery, and location services. And that software is designed to be delivered to you as software, and as software as a service, and as platform as a service. Now, as we talked about in the video, that whole system is designed to scale at an enterprise level and is designed to work broadly across all organizations, whether that be GIS department, executives, or casual users. Now, one of the key things that we've been working on is to build out a whole content sharing platform. And this is really important in the world of portals and sharing of information. The whole content sharing platform is there available for every customer. Excuse me for a second. Now, that content sharing platform includes the Atlas of the World, the Living Atlas of the World, some 10,000 items that are available for you to use, including global 3D base maps and hydrology and et cetera. Excuse me. And it's also there for you to bring in lots of different data types: vector data, multidimensional data, terrain data, CAD data, and BIM. The interactive web mapping that we're doing has really taken off, and it's a whole new and improved area for everybody to work on. And the new generation of instant apps that are coming out broadly are used in our organizations for mapping data. Dashboards are growing at a very high rate of speed and are continuing to be approved broadly across the organizations. And we continue to extend our data with Microsoft Office 365. Excuse me. There's a lot of work going on with AI, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. And as a matter of fact, if you haven't quite checked it out yet, there's a wide array of pre-trained GeoAI models available in our ArcGIS Online. Real-time continues to be a big investment for us, and our new dashboards with the high-end analytics, both on-premise GeoEvent server and Velocity, are very big areas for all of our customers. 3D continues to be a big research project for us, as we talked about before. And the new imagery capabilities coming out are quite extensive. ARCGIS and the CAD integration with BIM is taking off at a very high rate of speed, and we're seeing many more organizations integrate BIM into their geospatial framework. And as space management, we're really seeing indoors take off as a hot product, moving broadly across all organizations, especially airports and maritime ports. And our field applications are continuing to grow, whether it be field maps, Survey 123, or quick capture. And there's new improved capabilities coming out like location sharing. The whole area of data management is a big investment for us, and there's a lot of work going into editing parcels, editing utilities, editing all kinds of data. And all that is designed to bring together this notion of a comprehensive GIS. And that GIS is a continuing framework for all of our customers like yourself to use. So where we're going from here is we're going to continue these broad investments in lots of areas, whether it be web mapping or GeoAI or spatial analytics. We run about 32% of our R&D into our product every year, and that pushes the product forward in lots of areas. And that products are only so good as our ability of our partners to help us extend that product and use it in business workflows. And we're very thankful for all the partners that we have here supporting our work. Lastly, I just want to share with you the importance of continuing your education, continuing your work, and trying to move your profession forward. There's a great deal of change happening around us, both from a technology standpoint and from an environment standpoint, and there's no better time for all of us to continue to grow our education. So, again, I just wanted to say thank you for giving me an opportunity to come here and share some of the latest of what's going on with Esri. It's an honor to be here with you today. A little warm up here, but it's definitely an honor to be here today. Thank you very much. Wow, it's hot.
Thank you.